So, in this series, we focus on providing clarity, taking complex human health subjects and simplifying them. In each episode, we explain how a core health system functions, how dysregulation develops, and what supports stability over time. In this episode, we're focusing on how stress in particular blocks digestion. Digestion is not automatic. It's a regulated process governed by our nervous systems. When the nervous system interprets safety, the body allocates resources towards digestion, nutrient absorption, and repair. When it interprets threat, digestion becomes a secondary consideration. This shift is controlled by the autonomic nervous system. When we're in a regulated state, parasympathetic signaling supports stomach acid production, enzyme release, gut motility, and blood flow to the digestive organs. When we're under stress, sympathetic activation redirects that energy towards survival. And so blood flow shifts away from the gut, motility slows, enzyme secretion decreases, and inflammatory signaling increases. This response is adaptive in the short term, and it becomes problematic when, in particular, when stress is chronic. Modern stress is persistent rather than acute. Psychological pressure, poor sleep, inflammatory diets, and the constant stimulation that we all receive keep the nervous system in a threat-orientated state. So over time, digestion operates under these constrained conditions. This often presents as bloating, reflux, acid reflux, irregularity, food sensitivities, and even nutrient deficiencies themselves. It affects how we absorb and utilize the nutrition that we are consuming. And so these symptoms are downstream expressions of our nervous system state. So there's this direct correlation with nervous system regulation and digestion. Stress alters these communications between the gut and the brain through the vagus nerve. Therefore, reduced vagal tone limits the feedback signaling that normally supports digestive rhythms and immune balance or immune system. As stress persists, inflammation increases. Microbial balances start to shift. The actual microbes in our gut, the populations there sort of ebb and flow based on how much stress we're experiencing. Digestive efficiencies decline even further. So we're digesting less efficiently, we're absorbing nutrition less efficiently, and there's just a cascading impact of this chronic stress state, creating a reinforcing feedback loop. Stress impairs digestion. Impaired digestion increases inflammatory signaling, and inflammation feeds back into the nervous system reactivity. Breaking this loop begins with self-regulation. When the nervous system state improves, digestive function improves as a downstream effect. Motility increases, inflammation decreases, and microbial balance stabilizes. This is why dietary interventions alone often fall short. Without addressing stress physiologically, the digestive system remains constrained. And so digestion truly requires safety, and safety is a nervous system state.